It has been 13 days since Delta Force was released into early access, and as I said in my weekly Game Talkies episode 6, I've spent most of my free time playing Warfare. So far, in terms of game modes, weapons, events, etc., it has been a positive experience. But there are also a few issues that I feel worth addressing, and one major issue that is affecting player experience by a lot. But I haven't seen devs talk about it at all. In this video, I wanted to share my experience from playing Warfare in Delta Force, both good and bad. As always, if you find the video meaningful, please drop a like on it, and if you are new to the channel, please consider subscribing. Without any further ado, let's get started. Let's begin with the positives. Starting with game modes and maps in Warfare, although not many, but there are decent amount of game modes and maps including limited events for a game that is in its early access or open beta. The game feels pretty similar to a Battlefield game, and if you have played one in the past, you would feel right at home. We have 2 different game modes, Attack and Defend and King of the Hill, along with 5 different maps. We also have 2 ongoing limited events plus a rank mode. For me, it's good enough for the time being to stay engaged and keep playing the game. I'm also quite satisfied with the number of weapons available at the start of this open beta. You don't see that many weapons when a game usually releases into open beta, so no complaints whatsoever. Also, for the weapon modification part, I'm not limited to using just 5 or 6 attachments, which I really appreciate. On top of it, I can also calibrate my attachments to further enhance the weapon control, handling, etc. So I don't feel that they have left any stones unturned in that regard. By the way, if you are playing Warfare in Delta Force, let me know in the comments below which are the meta weapons currently in the game. Let's talk about events and rewards because there are plenty in the game right now. You can earn so many weapon XP tokens just by playing the game. On top of it, there are so many other rewards such as login rewards and rewards associated with the limited game events. Overall, there's plenty of rewards in the game right now to keep players engaged. For a game that's in its early access, Delta Force is very well optimized, even better than some released games. The visuals look sharp in almost every settings with a little bit of tweak. I'm personally running the game on Ultimate Graphics preset and still getting more than 200 FPS on my 1080p monitor. I had to put a frame rate cap at 145 FPS just to match my monitor's refresh rate in order to avoid any screen tearing. Overall, for me, this has been one of the positive experiences from Delta Force. I really like the fact that players have the option to choose different tiers of the battle pass based on their preferred game type, that is either Warfare or Operations. Players also have the option to get the premium battle pass that will grant them rewards for both Warfare and Operations. The pricing for different battle pass tiers have also been done sensibly. Okay, that pretty much sums up my list of positive things about the game based on my playtime so far. There are also things like devs listening and acting upon community feedback, and I have talked about them in a previous video. If you haven't watched it, please give it a watch after this video. Link will be in the description. Let's address some issues, both minor and major, because if we don't talk about stuff that aren't right, things are not going to get better. So here we go. Number 1, Battle Pass. Yes, I have already praised the pricing system of the Battle Pass, but that's about it. The other things are not sitting right with me, and I honestly think some of these need to change. One of the major issues with respect to Battle Pass is that it has a hard cap on weekly XP gained. So if I have reached the XP limit set by the devs for a week, I can't gain any more after that. But I'm allowed to spend money to buy Battle Pass levels even after I have reached my weekly XP limit. This is not okay with me, and I can guarantee you people in the community are not going to like this at all. If I am paying for a battle pass, I should have the freedom to complete it whenever I want, however I want. And honestly, this XP cap right now feels like somehow pushing players towards spending their money to gain those battle pass levels faster. The other issue for me with the battle pass is that the season feels too short for a casual gamer like me who plays the game usually at the weekend. With my limited 8 to 10 hours of game time during the weekend, I honestly don't think I'll be able to complete the battle pass, and this is the reason why I haven't purchased the battle pass till now. If only I'm able to reach level 80, then it makes sense for me to get the battle pass. The other thing is that you will have to buy the battle pass every season. Unlike a battle pass from Call of Duty or Battlefield, where you buy the battle pass once and then once you finish all the levels, you get back in-game currency to buy the next battle pass again and then some. Here in Delta Force, you don't get that. So basically you will have to spend real cash every season if you want to get the battle pass. That's my understanding after going through the rewards and different currencies that are in the game. If you think otherwise, please share your thoughts in the comments. My point is, if you are going to make players pay every season, then at least make the battle passes accessible to players whenever they want, just like Halo does. That's a win-win for both parties. Number 2, SBMM. Delta Force has SBMM in its matchmaking for both casual and ranked warfare modes. I don't really understand how SBMM is going to work in a Battlefield-like game and make the game a fun experience for the players. Also, if we are already having SBMM in public lobbies, why on earth would I want to play ranked for a few extra rewards? I have seen the devs gave an explanation regarding SBMM and the ranked mode. So according to them, SBMM is in place to protect new players from getting into games with old players, and they also mentioned that the SBMM mechanism that is in place is not as aggressive as that of Call of Duty's or any such game. I have a few questions about it. How do you define an old player versus a new player? What are the number of matches required to cross that threshold from a new to an old player? If skill has nothing to do with the matchmaking, then why so many players are complaining about getting into higher ping lobbies, and why every match of Warfare that I played felt like a sweatfest? In all fairness, I think they should remove SBMM from the public lobbies. If they want to keep SBMM, then they should do it in the form of a welcome playlist that would protect and give new players some time to get accustomed to the game mechanics, keybinds, etc. They also mentioned that ranked mode is not an actual ranked mode but just a points mode, and that's why players can end up in same lobby irrespective of whether they have selected ranked mode or not. I don't know which genius came up with the idea, but this is funny. What's the point of keeping those two modes separated in the menu when players are going to matchmake in the same lobby? Why not add the point or ranked system to the general modes? This looks nothing more than a sly attempt to boast about the number of game modes that the game have at the early access launch. I don't know if it's just me, but defending generally feels easier than attacking. I don't know if it's the maps or something else, but I had better experience in defending than attacking. Is it how it's supposed to be in the first place? What are your experiences so far from playing the Warfare mode? Are you having fun while defending or attacking? Do let me know in the comments. But if it's not how it should be, then some tweak are needed to make the experience a balanced one for both the parties. Operator balancing is definitely required. Guilty as charged, I have mostly played using the OP characters like Stinger, who is a medic class, Luna, who is our recon class, and Shepard, who comes under our engineer class. I feel like Stinger is one of the most broken characters in the game right now for close to medium range fights. Luna's recon ability is simply a wall hack for you and your teammates, and Shepard's distortion drone gives me motion sickness. I think the operators are going to get balanced in the upcoming season, if not early. UI customization is non-existent in Delta Force. I would love to have the option to make adjustments in my HUD and make it more suitable as per my needs. I may just want to turn off every visual element in the HUD and get that immersive Battlefield experience. Let me know in the comments if you would like to see HUD customization brought into the game in future. If you would ask me, I can somehow look past all the issues that I have mentioned above for the time being and still enjoy the game. The issue that I can't look past, and that is majorly affecting my gameplay experience in a negative way, is the latency. Since the day the game got released into open beta, I have been constantly getting lobbies that are having an average of 200 plus ping, with the lowest and highest lobby being around 170 millisecond and 260 millisecond respectively. And it's just not me. There are multiple people from different regions who are being affected from the same issue, which significantly impacts the game experience. For an example, I'm from India, and since Delta Force has recently opened servers in Singapore before the open beta release, players from India should realistically be getting around 50 to 70 millisecond of ping in games, as it has been observed with many other games as well. Now, I do not want to speculate for why is this happening, but I wonder if SBMM has a part to play in it. Sadly, this is the reason why I have stopped playing Delta Force, and I will not go back to the game until they fix this issue. Warfare is a solid offering for Battlefield fans as a free-to-play option from Delta Force. With long-term support and community feedback, this game can go a long way and also give the upcoming Battlefield a run for its money. But major issues like latency definitely needs to be solved on priority, otherwise it is going to push people away from the game like it has done to me already. I'm not a hater of Delta Force. On the contrary, I would love to see a game like Delta Force thrive and give people a great gaming experience for many years. Oh, and by the way, I'm not going to address people spreading rumors about the anti-cheat for the game, because those are just stupid rumors and those people have no idea what they're talking about. I hope the latency issue gets fixed very soon, because I really miss playing Warfare in Delta Force. That's it for today. Once again, if you find the video meaningful, please drop a like on it, and if you are new to the channel, please consider subscribing. Until next time, take care, much love and peace.